For 5 months of the year, the average temperature in the UK is 7 degrees centigrade or below. That's really when winter tyres come into their own. So they get very good grip at these low temperatures in snow and ice, but also in wet conditions, which is often the conditions we get in the winter period. We saw in 2011 that the demand for winter tyres really shot up. For example, it's about twice as much as the previous year. So people are becoming more and more aware of the benefits of winter tyres, and they're sort of buying those more and more these days. So it's a trend we expect to continue into the future. The important thing about winter tyres is it provides extra grip during the winter months. It does that in two ways. You've got a different tread pattern. So the tread pattern has multiple swipes, these little cuts here, which really bite into the road surface to give you cutting edges to bite through the wet or the snow or the ice conditions. The other thing is the compounds are different as well. The compounds remain supple at low temperatures, so they indent into the road surface to give you extra grip throughout the winter months.
I've never driven on winter tyres before, so to be invited down here and have a presentation from Michelin to put some numbers against the tyres themselves, it was a great opportunity to find out that the normal summer tyres, you can be looking at 20 metres to stop in the dry. That can extend to 160 metres on ice. To find it was such a difference was astonishing, so to be able to put it to the test and see what a difference the winter tyres made, it was a great opportunity.
I'm Ollie, I'm the staff writer at Car Magazine, but this has been my first opportunity today to actually back-to-back test regular tyres and winter tyres, cold weather tyres. The thing that really grabbed me today was the back-to-back on the kick plate, which is exactly what it says on the tin. You drive over it, a plate which will kick the back end of the car out, simulating if you're quickly doing an emergency swerve around an object. On the summer tyres, the steering inputs are pretty woolly. You haven't used all the lock to get any sort of movement. It's not a constructive way to drive a car at the end of the day. The winter tyres, a lot more bite, a lot more braking performance, much less angry ABS intrusion, and a pretty stark demonstration of what they can do in these emergency conditions when you're going to need them today. So yeah, pretty valuable way to spend an afternoon, I think.
I'm Rebecca Jackson. I'm a racing driver and a motoring writer, and I've had a lot of experience driving different types of cars and cars with different tyres on. But I think what stood out to me the most today was the Honda CR-V. It's a very large vehicle, and I drove it on the ice hill, which is loads of water jets to simulate ice. And the difference between the winter tyres and the summer tyres, trying to turn with the summer tyres on was virtually impossible. You just get all lost with lock and throttle and everything. Whereas the winter tyres, it was much easier, and ultimately that's safer.
Well, we get the temperatures below 7 degrees for 5 months of the year now, and I've had the opportunity to go out testing them today in a variety of circumstances. I'm absolutely convinced they make an enormous difference to the stability of the car, to the braking ability, cornering ability. So we really ought to be looking at actually putting winter tyres onto our cars, investigating whether they're the right choice for us. In the majority of circumstances, to my eyes, it looks like it really is the better choice.